So we've talked quite a bit about stocks. We've talked quite a bit about cryptocurrency. So let's go specific, because the big cryptocurrency is always on people's minds when it comes to alternate investments, let's call it.
Mm-hmm.
So we asked ChatGPT, should I invest in Bitcoin or traditional stocks? And its response was, as a financial advisor, because remember we said to speak in that voice,
Okay.
As a financial advisor, I would recommend that you consider both Bitcoin and traditional stocks as part of a well-diversified investment portfolio. While Bitcoin has the potential for high returns, it is also a highly volatile and speculative investment that should be approached with caution. Traditional stocks, on the other hand, have a proven track record of long-term growth and stability. Ultimately, the right investment strategy will depend upon your individual financial goals, risk tolerance, and time horizon. A financial advisor can help you develop a comprehensive investment plan that takes these factors into account. So I see you kind of steaming over there. I feel like you've got some comments on this.
Yeah, I mean the last couple lines talking about, hey, what are your financial goals? Talk to an advisor, like that. That's fine. It's hard to find anything that I agree with. I would recommend that you consider both Bitcoin and traditional stock. Yeah,
which kind of goes against what it said earlier, like, hey, caution.
Yeah, right.
Don't invest more than you can lose. Where's that sentence here?
Well, and I don't know maybe they're just throwing out the word traditional in traditional stocks. It's just some garbage filler word, because that's kind of what I think it is, because there really is no traditional stock. I think maybe what they're referring to is maybe like blue chip style,
right.
stalwart companies, been around forever, like P&G comes to mind, or Johnson Johnson, something like that. Maybe that's what they're referring to there. But I don't think Bitcoin is going to be appropriate for everybody. I mean, I talked to my parents who are in their 70s, and they're not interested in Bitcoin, nor should they be, I think, at that age. Now, and I will talk to people in their 30s who have seen what happened to Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies recently and be completely against it as well.
Well, I think there's a lot of 30 and below as well that don't even still know what it is.
Right.
They just heard the word and it's like, oh yeah, it's crypto.
Yeah. And again, when it says traditional stocks, it's probably alluding the fact that there's many other instruments that allow you to invest in stocks, like mutual funds, ETFs, other diversified instruments. So if it's really referring to, if ChatGPT is really trying to slim down what it's really referring to individual holdings, individual securities, then yeah, I just can't agree with that, because that's, I mean, now ChatGPT is making me mad, because it's providing some kind of level of advice.
Yeah.
But then also with the caveat that, well, you should talk to an advisor first too. It's like, well, you can't have your cake and eat it.
So do we have like our first full on F here?
Yeah. I mean, I would have to, because sure, I do agree that it says that it has potential, but it's also highly volatile. Traditional stocks, on the other hand, have a proven track record. You can't say that. Like, I understand what they're getting at when they think about maybe the broad stock market, but you can't refer to individual holdings in that way. You can't refer to particular companies that are always going to be around. You think about like a group like Bear Stearns. It's like, well, that's not tried and true. That's not traditional. They fail. Like if you had, I don't even know if it was publicly traded at the time. If it was, I mean, you lost all your money in that. And if that's the case, then was that really, your advice that you got from a computer AI program? And who are you going to blame here? Who are you going to sue?
Right. I feel like I want to ask you, like, so what about FTX here? But that'll be another question.
Yeah. Well, thankfully,
we'll save that for another
mercifully, one. Let's continue on. Yeah.
The opinions expressed in this program are for general informational purposes only and are not intended to provide specific advice or recommendations for any individual or on any specific security. It is only intended to provide education about the financial industry. To determine which investments may be appropriate for you, consult your financial advisor prior to investing. As always, please remember, investing involves risk and possible loss of principal capital. Please seek advice from a licensed professional. Correct Capital Wealth Management is a registered investment advisor. Advisory services are only offered to clients or prospective clients where Correct Capital Wealth Management and its representatives are properly licensed or exempt from licensure. No advice may be rendered by Correct Capital Wealth Management unless a client service agreement is in place.